Right, remember for Frasan to watch here live on Adom TV, your favorite weekend sports show, and I'm also seeing the bro. Yes, a sports arena. Finish Sabria, because he said, non to me, no born, you know, netala, and quickie. Sanse, ye pentempa, yan shasientem, and then ye bomb pie kakra. Aha, into Quampiaso and Bibia the D, and Tenet Tibia, the SO Tibiano, Yenebe bro. If you name on an some Quampiaso, ye preparation at the Amawano. Filippo 2AK47, a producer, Sarah, director, and Yabandi, Yabanti, time which you call 0249 1367440 0249 1367444 messages if I ever can kind amount. Now, House of Oak, it is confirmed. Say, a new head coach going forward in the next 2 years, and as I found for the next 2 years, a coach Didi Dramani, former coach of Kumasi Asante Koroko, Wajigana Ligi, Mienu, and of course, the world stage, the under 17 man. Eko Tosomian. Black Stars were didn't quit, Black Galaxies, and of course, Yagan under 20 were didn't quit. The credentials they will buy next week. And so, or a top coach, and your coach is Ghana or instructor, until you can say, or a top coach, pan has a Kofana banner. Now, one coach Watara, never Yajuma, Sansa Watara, yang say a Pamano, the Tanga director, and the Wobabe, for the Didi Bayajuma. Near Tete. The backroom staff did put it together and not thing. Yeah, bad. The play is the fraud. On paper, they say that here, but a casa grown in a formula. Send a besia Kobeko correct as of appointment in Muyi. Now, Okopimo Munianemo Korokoso Akachia. Once again, massive clear out. Ha. Season up when we Korokasan, the players bet the Ohasan Tumzomoko. Now, can Nigeria knee or buy also no Bobo the Vinicius Junior? No. And yes, a chairman, Vinicius is there. You see, no, but the uncle for where justice play. But so, Koroko going to Africa, be exit, Koroko here experience going into Africa, but justice play, I assure in the exit door or called. Then a goalkeeper who make it the not for the Black Stars, Frederick Asari, means say, you're top goalkeeper. But they say, when China Yabinchi Papa, and the name of Tom also can score that Koroko Eja Mokwana, one more neighbor Brina, Yatana Siabe boss of the Achono, and one more aircourt. And on a dance, no, so I had my mind showed him said FIFA CLUB WORLD CUP is on the African reps, no. Well, let's friends. Win back. And of course, Sundowns the number for the woman. Elali did the end there. I'm South Africa, no more betre. He say, ha, we better say you meet your meter. Moba Hanamu, Rimnai. I'm going to do world stage and I name them. So Sundowns Esperance. You know how we ever come anymore with that. You hear that is game and send a bisiako and you heard the performance of the African reps or the maiden edition of the FIFA CLUB WORLD CUP. Whether Mati Edimana say, well, results in Tino, Yang Kukuru performance in Anton Kinibabi. Eh, Bia, results in Koyi, but performance in your bad, sir. Well, you how and so a BC Akonya no pen and a year and the future of Ghana boxing and then many of us sir, you better me touch on you better zoom near couldn't come on Ghana boxing now. You better me build it on Yenu Sharaf boxing and or yet to me a kuku dambe PM or Mamuha. Yet to take cross ba crab bar no day the likes of me with the Mudini and Nemu. When I just say Ghana, the almost superstars are how do we build on that instead of tata na sotro chere na wan huwi na toilet aba and wan well yeah positive benefit man taking from that about Abrante no etimi ehye what a bokum boxing arena no we ni bebre na na yate kwa that eba enye asem keto akra na ye kan sa no be boardroom you know what time it is no matter how quickly na ye pe no still you be boardroom akohede ye koso boardroom tokrom so shalai and na ye ma ye nua Fred Akai speed recovery afred ye nim say wo hwe ye ma speed recovery nim say next week we be kan wona bibia timi akoye wo no wife ni no ye chia mo ene anopai as usual my name is Super Squad Mr. Mustafa Ajidin very soon Alhaji Mustafa Ajidin then of course man Vapor Koku sorry ma chira mo say the last show of this year no ye be chira vinimu vin power no the last show be in 2025 no ye be chira vinu V power. Now you show na kuma mutofe, then you understand V say power. Amo anime Super Squad ha na me generous when you mo be adwuma na keju wana kasa ni Erica say the word ya mo akwaba. Abi ya form akwaba.
So keju. As I no pay no commotion ya o
dey. And then so you quickie, then dey so connection mu a o quickie out say.
Yeah, I dey any term so.
Oh okay.
Ade ya wo ye yisa
quick as I just say
quick here.
Quick. And ya brofo ya ye no quick.
Oh, okay. Minim.
Unim. After sports arena near ye try ho sima e beto aso. Sam Wakwaba live on Adom TV and of course you can have bot topics I share so am data and also with my join the conversations 0249136744 0249136744 na se kwambia so no or the message abani akenkan dem. Am from Sam Wakwaba bi. Me gidi so bia ho ye.
Nyame Adom. Ase ne no wo rap element ni.
Oh my goodness.
And I quick in India.
Quick in India. Quick.
Next, me ne nyomba ko beto platform.
Say
Obono Bia TV na platform.
Say me dey remember gadget ba na fe. Obaba be bono Bia hwe. Obi tie rap no.
But omo dimani wo set so.
Sa rap no me peke wo radio station bi wo Nkoko.
I
see.
The Life FM. I want to make PK rap in here.
When I bring you, Makai, Life FM. So, yes, I think the ball rolling the FIFA CLUB WORLD CUP is on. The African reps last week get touching on them. Yeah, who games on my boy say Biabo 2, Biabo 1, but yeah, share so from performance the more say. Take it over V-Power.
Well, I recommend for Minchia production team, and Obia. I think the last week we can say me need to do African reps. And I did back when I pay what this competition when I say I may make it the previous World Cup format. There were 32 clubs from 6 confederations. Into no, me feel that this time around no, you been a fair reflection in terms of winners. Then last week didn't can say the past 10 editions European teams now they come in from the same Abejiko. Nti omo 2 games per. But Osha this time around you a very fair competition. You matchups be a tell who you are
South Americans and boy mapa.
And South Americans like you are saying no more yade. Me did say whether no yade ba in favor in these conditions. And now here Flamingo for post on make here. I'm say 29 degrees Celsius, too hot for cold palmer. And it goes to tell you, say, Nina telling factors. Oh,
okay.
African teams, you know, anchors, and this is where they are problematic.
Well, it's hot.
But Eriko, Club World Cup not share the vast difference between football at the continental level. And once again, trying, who say, and you're always about the European clubs.
Well,
Africa, your representation, 4 teams. I think Esperance we need Los Angeles, America for no so the one. Then your very first rep in Ali, or boy Inter Miami. Realistically, Ali should have won that game.
And draw.
And chances are Ali nyai, and credit to that goalkeeper Inter Miami, Oscar Ustari. Solid performance throughout the tournament. Even in Inter Miami's second game on ball versus Porto. He kept them in the game. And of course, Lionel Messi, the little wizard, as well as the player. But the African reps, you know, back to that game again. Ali should have won. But don't want to me and winning. Mamelodi Sundowns or PK win over South Korean side with an HT, which was quite good.
Yeah.
But I think that Dean mentioned said they are one of the teams who are TPM to go far. And maybe I watch their game versus Dortmund. Now they are saying once they win that Dortmund game,
now they get a
decent draw. Which will be difficult, you know. They can at least.
Who root for a draw?
Because they are playing Dortmund. Dortmund draw versus Fluminense in their first game. In this second game,
you don't think they can win?
Sundowns, I don't think so. Sundowns were 3 points already. Dortmund were 1. So Sundowns are going to this game knowing, say, a point can take them to the next round of the competition. Then we saw with that,
Charlie,
show too much respect to Manchester City. Too much respect. Tembo Kosi launched the center for Mayula, and even we saw a Ghanaian Samuel Benjaba coming as well. Too much respect. No one yet daring. I said, oh, it's Manchester City. But you see, at the back one, maybe see South American clubs now when they say they don't care who you are.
They don't give a damn.
They are playing as if the tournament is DS. And some of the results, so far, I don't think any South American side has lost a game.
Doing well.
So far.
I think
Flamingo has not lost. Palmeiras has not lost.
Machina, Bayern.
Bayern share Boca. Okay. Bayern share Boca 2-1. Bayern share Boca. So aside that one, they have given a good result of for themselves. So for the African teams, a big.
So far, one more about tip up. Sundowns.
Oh, my name. If Sundowns get a draw in their next fixture, they Dortmund, Bebona, obetimi advance accordingly.
Wow.
For Esperance, they will lose in the first game, win in the second game. That alone is not bad, but it will depend on the fixtures. Any teams are not But so far, I think the team are yin
because in that Esperance group, Flamingo are qualified.
Flamingo are qualified.
Yes,
6 points.
yes, and Chelsea is also in them kind of so called. But Esperance, Chelsea,
yes, Esperance and Chelsea, but the final game in that group very difficult.
Radin, also, do you see an African side going all the way? Is it possible? So far, they actually
semi-final. You better make it to semi-final.
Wow.
The worst case scenario, we should get a rep in the quarterfinals.
Wow.
And I still stand with Mamelodi Sundowns. Oshe teams in our performance are. These are the best teams we have in Africa. It's not even debatable. From 2016 to last season, these are the teams of Magic.
So they are the deserving reps.
Yeah,
I mean,
so from the 2016 up to last season, these are the teams of winning every Champions League. Ali cried in the last 5 seasons, we win 4.
Yeah.
They won back to back, and I walk back to back. And then this season, Pyramids, and Pyramids have spent more than $200 million en route to winning this competition.
Yes.
They are spending.
Yeah, spending.
What in American I say? It teams we no a world stage. No man to man perform. There is no team on the continent able to man perform. Sundowns are losing finalists in the Champions League. The last 8 PSL no. This is a club belonging to one of the richest man on the continent. And if you CAF president and one of the richest men on the continent, according to Forbes, value net worth around $3 billion. And
then the Obey messages all discussion. And these guys are representing
that is it.
They have money.
I want to mean very simple.
Yes, you champions of football with you.
And I agree with what Coco says. We know the game, no continent be our strength. Ya kwa World Cup, ya say World Cup ni dey won to mean top players. And until we are Ghana ni a just oboma Ghana. We are Morocco ni a just oboma Morocco.
You might be good, but where other players?
Opportunity say obe top players. Until ya modern bono echere.
Okay.
Echere the gap between Africa, South America and Europe. Until South Americans na echere say, omo the Europe fo chere omo kakre.
Asia wo.
Neba. Yeah. What do who compare for? Who compare the Oscar men for who compare nyani?
So it makes sense when sometimes decisions be favorable because they show it. Yeah, court stages now.
Omo just 10 countries, so omo the 6 reps in the buy. World Cup no reps omo. Europe kuta 12. Ya mama 6, omo ma 4. Omo reps na chere. Set 6 no crowd probably swap. I say omo be 8.
Yeah.
Because they are showing it.
They are making a case.
No crowd distribution no. Africa, Asia, any Oceania, any North and Central America, ye nenya $9.55 million. South America nya about $15.8 million. Inti sharing of the money no crown each now say, yes, may work say there. Nenya more. This is next season no more Champions League because they finished third in our league no.
Yeah.
So I say form na modia ko
yes.
And even the season before they finished set.
Yes. My only disappointment.
That's almost decline.
Me disappoint. Oh, said 6th and 3rd.
Into progress about
6th, 3rd, yeah. I thought 3rd.
Me disappointment I with Ali. Ali for Jose Rivero the never. Mu winning league the 45th league am winning here. Just because you couldn't win the Champions League no. Mo coach no. Or then the ba ma kwa for Mustafa Mohamed Abasizo from Zamalek mo na ba be join team. Mo for play mo san kwa for na ba. Mo kwa for Trezeguet. Ama Trezeguet aba be join team no. Enti quality no e wo ho. And they are paying Rivera around $100,000 a month.
Charlie. Well, coaches, so some coaches
So what happened?
I think for Ali Ninchawano, our biggest problem has been say stage fright.
I don't know.
But
because someone has shocked me.
If you look at this Ali team and the dominance in Africa over the period, they have some of the best players on the continent.
Well, but together and assembling. You better share how these clubs or the remaining games. You better help them qualify for the next round. Semi-final, semi-final, remaining club, you